last time on Dragon Ball Z.
And speaking of pressure, has anybody seen Khalil Mack? Like, I know he's out there, but like, what do he be doing? I saw him on one play where he kind of rushed Kirk Cousins, but outside of that, where the Mack at? We need to return to the Mack. Will the real Mack stand up? I ain't seeing Khalil Mack out there. I need to see Khalil Mack, Khalil Sack, Khalil Smack. I ain't seen him do nothing out there, bro. Like, we just got Khalil. We need to return the Mack out there on the line, but
that one didn't age quite so well.
I love this brother.
We come through, we turn up, and we fuck shit up. And a weak ass Raider fans to go home.
we got the return of the Mack, bro. He must have seen my video. He was probably one of like 50. Like, what's up with that, y'all? I know nobody really care about the Chargers like that, but dang, I tried. Like, sheesh. But anyway, Khalil Mack must have seen the video because I wasn't talking bad. I just questioned his effort. I said, where has Khalil Mack been? We ain't seen him. And it felt like he had more sacks today than he had all last season. It felt like it, like six sacks. It was, oh my goodness, it was too easy. It was barbecue chicken. He could have had like 7. I saw him, he probably could have had like 7 or 8 sacks. It was a all-time legendary performance. It may not have felt like it given how the game played out, but from an individual standpoint, Khalil Mack, man, salute, thank you. No Bosa, no Derwin James, but Khalil Mack, and at the end, Asante Samuel Jr. came through and saved the day for the Chargers. Chargers win 24-17 over the Raiders in a game that, you know, I was excited to record at halftime because I thought we were really just going to run through this team, probably win by like 20-something, 30 points. And my thoughts were, finally, we got a big-time win. We blow an opponent, a divisional opponent, a rival. And that was going to be what we needed to really spark this team. And a win is a win. You know, if you can't get excited for winning, then you really shouldn't be playing sports regardless. But it didn't feel like the type of win that you would have thought we were going to get if you had just seen the first half of this game. So detailing the first half, obviously the Raiders had a backup quarterback, a rookie. I didn't know who he was at first. I thought Derek Carr came back with him wearing number 4. So you look at his face, and then the last name, okay, that's not Derek Carr, and he didn't play like him. That boy he had his moments. He had his moments where he was all right. But first half, how the Chargers really went out to that gigantic lead was the fact that the defensive line created a ton of pressure, and the fact that the Raiders kept shooting themselves in the foot, whether it was turnovers, penalties, giving the Chargers short fields to work with. We ran the ball pretty well in the first half, and honestly, it was just like shooting fish in a barrel. If you give us the ball at the 35-yard line, what do you think we're going to do with it? We're going to score or find some way to generate points. So it was all too easy. We did lose LeBron Parham in the first half. He hurt his hand, his elbow, something on his arm was injured. I don't know the extent of his injury, but I hope he comes back soon. Of course, we didn't have Derwin James in that game. No Joey Bosa in that game. So the one thing I was hoping was going to happen this year, or rather hoping wasn't going to happen, is starting to happen where Chargers get injured. Not even get to the biggest one yet. So we're up big in the second half. Going into the second half. The first quarter, the Raiders tried to really get the run game going with Josh Jacobs. They came out in the second half and realized, okay, if we can't get it going on the ground, he's still our best offensive option. So, well, Devontae Adams. Okay, he's one of our best offensive options. So we need to feed him the ball somehow, some way. A lot of screens, getting him involved in the passing game, which Jacobs had almost 200 total yards today. And a lot of it was through the air in terms of them passing him the ball, flipping him the rock, making things happen. So they started killing us like that. And we went from being an offensive juggernaut in the first half to really looking mortal in the second half. part of that in the fourth quarter had to do with Justin Herbert. With his first turnover of the season, a bad interception, just a poor decision, throw it across his body, gets picked off, he gets hit, messes up his hand. Now he's coming back with the glove on it, has his index and his ring finger taped together, but still finds a way to complete passes, especially the game-winning pass to seal it down. What was it, like a 55-yard pass or something like that? It's a 55-yard pass to Josh Palmer, so clutch pass, which remember, Justin Herbert's not clutch. He's just a stat machine. He doesn't really win games. But excellent performance in the first half by the Chargers. Still some question marks, of course, when you look at Khalil Mack and his 6 sacks, 10 tackles, 1 deflected pass. You would think, okay, the defense as a whole must have played great. Not so much. We did things better. Pass rush was there. We shut down the run a bit more in the second half. But overall, there's still some things we can work on. Lord, what is his name? Asante Samuel Jr. Asante Samuel Jr. got us that last-second interception. And Josh Palmer really atoned for his sins earlier because he dropped a crucial pass that could have led to a touchdown. That allowed the Raiders to get back in the game, and he sealed it with a pass from Herbert. So, overall, good job, Chargers. And we're on to next week. Oh, and one last thing. That hit, I think it was late third or fourth quarter by Asante Samuel Jr. on, I think it was Renfro, where he slammed to the ground. That shouldn't have been a penalty. Derwin James did that to Travis Kelce last year, and it got celebrated. That is all. Bye.